Now to the latest on Sandra Bland, the woman who was found dead in a Texas jail cell 3 days after being arrested during a traffic stop. Police have released new video from outside her cell around the time she died, as her family awaits the results of that private autopsy. ABC's Ryan Smith has been tracking the case for us. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, Robin. Authorities say they believe Sandra Bland's death was a tragic accident and not one of criminal intent, but they also add they're viewing this like they would a murder investigation and now releasing video from inside the jail where she was held during the last moments of her life.
This morning, authorities say this newly released jailhouse video shows the moments police officers realized Sandra Bland was dead, hanging in her cell, a garbage bag around her neck. The 3-hour surveillance tape shows little activity in the hallway leading to Bland's cell. But watch as this officer goes to check on her, looks through a window, and runs back to the main jail area to summon help.
This is being treated like a murder investigation.
The Texas Rangers now investigating how she died after being arrested in this routine traffic stop. Police placed her in this area of jail cells. You can't see her, but they claim her health was intact.
There were no reported injuries by Miss Bland. No additional medical treatment was requested.
And less than 3 hours before her death, authorities say jailers conducted their rounds.
A jailer personally spoke with Miss Bland. Miss Bland reported to this jailer, "I'm fine."
Later, she asked about making a phone call, one never made. It would be their last conversation with her. An hour later, a guard comes to Sandra's cell.
The jailer looked through the window and observed Miss Bland hanging from her privacy partition in her cell.
But this video still leaving her family with more questions than answers.
Wasn't much of anything there, so of course that still was lingering questions. I will tell you that what I think it shows is that it's clear that something's wrong.
And while a coroner listed Sandra's cause of death as suicide, authorities say they're not so sure.
So it is too early to make any kind of determination that this was a suicide or a murder.
Police say they expect to release dashcam video of the arrest today, and they're downloading data from Sandra's phone indicating she was recording the incident. As for her family, they're hoping private autopsy results expected today will help solve the mystery of her death, George.
Okay, Ryan, thanks very much. Let's talk to Dan Abrams about this right now. So the police treating this like a murder investigation, but no evidence that anyone went in the cell.
That's right. So you have the sheriff and the coroner deeming this to be a suicide. But in essence, what the district attorney is saying is, yeah, I know that that's their position, but I'm still going to do an independent investigation here to determine could there be something else. Meaning, you can still look, for example, at the plastic bag. Were there fingerprints? Were there DNA? These are important questions that need to be answered. And by the DA coming out and saying, I'm going to look at this as if it was a murder investigation, he's saying this isn't over. And I'm pretty sure he's going to end up handing this to a grand jury to ultimately make that decision.
And that's why the autopsy is so important, but also the release of this dash cam video.
Right. So the dash cam video is from when she's arrested. We're expecting that to be released today. It's a somewhat separate issue, right, as to why she was arrested. Did the police behave properly when she was arrested? But that'll be more important in any civil lawsuit that she may file against the police department than necessarily in the murder investigation.
And why she spent 3 days in jail as well.
That's right.
Okay, Dan Abrams, thanks very much.